What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gripping and Ripping Fishing on the GNRF YouTube channel. If you guys haven't been on the channel before, my name is Trey, and today we are out here with Dave from Orange 22 Fishing.
What's up, guys?
Say hi, Dave. We are in his city that he lives in, and he has fished these waters a lot. But I believe this is where you caught your PB bass, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. I grew up here fishing it all the time, so I know the ins and outs of this place, and I think we're gonna get on some good fish today. I'm excited.
How big was that bass exactly?
6 pounds, 13 ounces.
And
so.
your brother, if I remember correctly watching that video, your brother caught one that day too, right?
Yep. He caught a 5.8, I think it was.
A 5.8 and a 6.13. So almost a 7-pound bass and a 5.8 in the same day. Like, that is a dream day here in Delaware, and these guys made it happen on this body of water. But not only have we got that going on, but the owner of Warriors Tackle Supply reached out to me, and he sent me a tackle box that you can get a monthly subscription to. Some of the proceeds from this company actually go towards veterans and first responders, and I think that's super cool, and I'm happy to be working with these guys. What we're gonna do right off the bat, we're gonna start off with us using all the lures in the box just to try to catch one fish. We're gonna work together and try to catch a fish on each lure. So the kicker is, the person that catches the biggest bass today, they get to take home the box. Are you excited about that one?
Oh yeah.
So whoever catches, yeah, whoever catches the big bass today, they get to take home the whole thing. So what Dave and I are gonna do, we're gonna do a little rock, paper, scissors, and we're gonna see who gets the first pick, and then we're just gonna alternate picks after that. I'm gonna open the box and let you guys see what's in here. We're gonna describe everything, and there's a cool little card in here that just explains what everything is, and I'm gonna read them all to you here in a second. All right, so we're gonna open up this box and check out what's inside, guys. So right off the bat, we've got this card that just explains everything that's in here, and the very first one is a swim panfish, and it looks like it's a bluegill color, and it's a 1/4 ounce, so that's probably going to be this jointed swim bait here. And this thing's pretty cool looking. Let me move my hand so you guys can see it. Pretty awesome. And then the next one, we're going to set these up here. The next one is going to be the Warriors DC-12, and that is a trout pattern. So I think, let's get this thing open. I think that's going to be this guy here, which also looks really cool. That's definitely going to catch some fish. The next one we got in this box is the Warrior D5, which is a shad color squarebill, 3 to 5 foot depth, and I have a feeling that is going to be this guy right here. Also very cool looking, and I do say that if I win rock, paper, scissors, that's going to be my first choice. What do you think?
Yeah, me too.
This is it?
Me too. Yeah, that's
all right, so we're both going to be shooting for this one here. All right, so next in the box, we've got the mini crank. It's a 1.5 inch crankbait. It's going to dive 2 to 3 feet, and it's a chartreuse color, so that's definitely got to be this guy here. This is really unique looking. It almost, man, I don't know.
That's gonna stand out in the muddy water. I'll tell you that.
I don't know that I've seen one that looks quite like that before. It looks pretty cool. So this one's small compared to the other one, so we might be able to get on some fish with that. And then we've got the Swimmo Jig, which I'm thinking that is going to be the sauce too. It's got a chartreuse head on it, and I don't know, is that a chatterbait?
Kinda, yeah.
I guess this is their version of a vibrating jig. So that's going to be cool looking, because there's shad in this water. Then you've got these frills here that almost look like shad color, and then you got the chartreuse head. And then lastly, we've got the crawl color jointed crankbait. What is this called? This is, yeah, jointed crank, and it rattles, and this one dives 6 to 8 feet. I'm pretty sure this is a deep body of water, right?
Oh yeah, it gets in some spots up to 8 to 10 feet, which for Delaware is that's like deep.
Yeah,
really deep.
And another really cool thing about what we've got going on here, we've got all these crankbaits, And as we all know, crankbaits work really well around riprap and rocks.
Yep.
And there's riprap and rocks out here too. There's pilings, there's
everything. I mean, you got lily pads, you got riprap, you got deep flats, you got shallow flats, you got bridges, tunnels, pretty much any kind of structure you could want to fish is all on this lake. So got our options, man.
This is gonna be fun. I'm excited. All right, so we're gonna get started with the rock, paper, scissors for lure number 1. And you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh,
there we go.
Dave gets to pick number 1. There you go.
You guys already know, Squarebill season.
So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna alternate from here, and we're gonna go one after another. And it's my turn. So next up, I'm gonna have to go with the small crankbait. Okay, chartreuse in color. It's gonna stand out in the water, and I think we're gonna get on some fish with that.
All right.
Oh, he took it. I was thinking about it. That was definitely going to be my next choice, all right?
Yep.
So I think I'm going to have to go with probably the biggest one here, and that's going to be the crawl color crank.
Okay.
Like I said, we're going to be trying to catch a fish with all of them, and then just the biggest fish today takes home the whole box.
All right, my last pick is going to be this one right here, kind of a trout color, which obviously there's no trout in this lake or anything. So I chose this one just as a bit of a personal challenge. So
oh, that's gonna be cool. If he catches a fish on that, it's gonna be awesome, guys. We've got this little jointed swim bait. Now, this is pretty tiny. What? It's probably 2 inches. It dives. If it stays up pretty good, we might have a good chance. The water shouldn't be too cold out here, so I think the fish might be up a little higher in the water column. If not,
they should be.
Right where all these are going to swim is hopefully where these fish are going to be. So and if we're lucky enough to catch a fish on all of these, I've already got that tied on. I'm excited to get out here, try it out. We made some changes, and this one swims better than any version we've had so far. So I want Dave to try it out. I've been telling him about it repeatedly, and I just want Dave to get on it. If he catches a fish on the, like guys, I'm super excited. Like we get out here, and Dave throws that out, and he catches an 8-pound bass, a new PB on that thing. I'm gonna be super stoked. But enough talking. I think we're excited to be out here, and we are gonna get on some fish today. So let's get after it, Dave.
Let's do it.
We're here. All right, so as I said, I'm starting off with my confidence lure, and that's going to be the chartreuse in color crankbait, and little square bill that dives, what I say, 2 to 3 or 3 to 5 feet. We're sitting at about 4.8 feet of water right now, and we've got some trees with some lay downs, a little bit of overhang over the water, and I'm just tossing up in here, seeing if we can get some of these fish to come off. Now the challenge today is going to be that we catch a fish on every lure, at least one, and we're going to do that collectively. But then the second part of this challenge is whoever catches the biggest bass is going to take home the whole box. So we want to catch fish today. That is the ultimate goal between the two of us, and we'll just see who's lucky enough to catch the biggest one.
And it could be any fish that knocks out the bait.
Oh yeah, so Dave made a really good point. We made a little rule that because there are big crappie in here and there are some aggressive catfish, any fish caught on these lures can knock the lure out, which is probably a good thing. Yeah. And then, like I said, just the biggest bass is the one that takes home the tackle box today.
That's the tunnel right there that my almost 7-pounder was in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Good boy.
Gosh sakes. Well, guys, I can attest to the durability of these lures because I am just cranking them off the concrete in here, and they're holding up pretty well.
I'm not seeing any fish on the fish finder though. It's really weird.
Just coming out of the tunnel, and it looks like a whole new world over here, guys. All right, I can stand back up and we can start fishing this. Yes. Look at this. Dave's gonna win.
Real life?
He's gonna win with a, what? That's probably a half a pounder.
Yeah.
Hey, but that, hey, you gotta take that off now.
Oh, I know.
You gotta take it off and switch it up.
Yes, the monster we've all been after today, guys.
Ah,
Do you believe it?
there you go, dude.
Honestly, I didn't believe it. I thought I was snagged again.
We've been struggling. We're off the struggle bus. The boat is not skunked. We're not skunked for the competition.
Are we on to something here, maybe? Do we have a good spot?
Uh-oh.
This is the point I was talking about a little bit earlier, so I don't know. How do you want to do this? Measurement, or are we going to weigh this thing?
Yeah, we're gonna weigh it.
Okay.
You want to take bets? I'm saying scales back there in your locker.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 0.59.
0.59. I'm going to go a little heavier.
A little heavier.
0.63.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. 0.71.
Wow, almost a 3/4 of a pounder.
Dude, that's a big one.
What a giant. Comes close to my 613 from earlier this year, you know?
Your 613 could have eaten that one.
Oh yeah. Honestly, that's what it looked like though, just a lot bigger.
That's awesome.
Same kind of pattern. So 0.71, that's the weight to beat, guys.
So Dave caught a fish on that lure. So now he has to switch it up. He's not allowed to throw that lure anymore.
I'm not going back to the Squarebill, I can tell you that. I've put in my time with that. So I guess it's going to be the trout jerk bait. Is that what it is?
Is it a jerk bait or is
I
it
don't know.
a deep diving? It could be a deep diving jerk bait. All right, so we've had enough back here in this shallow stuff, and I think we're gonna head back up to the front, and we're gonna go up by the dock, and we're gonna see if there's any fish up there. The water's probably like, I don't know, 5 to 8 feet up there at any given spot, so seems like it's gonna be our best chance with these lures and how deep they dive. Back here, we're sitting in like 1.5 foot of water. I just had a fish chase it up to the boat, but it was tiny, so we're gonna get the big motor started and we're gonna head back up front. So we got the boat loaded up, we're out of the water, and my man Dave, he caught the only fish of the day. It wasn't very big though, it was like a 0.71.
0.71.
But he's got the big bass. But I wanted to end it here, but Dave kind of saved the day, and he said, well, why don't we hold on to the 3 that we have? Why don't we finish this out so that we can come back out another day and catch a fish on each lure, and then at the end of that, we'll call a winner. So
we just can't end on a 0.71, man. It can't be the biggest of the day. We're better than that.
Yeah,
I think.
Are we? But yeah, we're gonna hit up a pond near my house. I think in a few days, a pond that I know pretty well. He knows this one well, I know that one well. So hopefully between the two of us, we can put 6 fish on these lures, and we'll finish this video out right for you guys. We are out here at the next spot, and Dave has 2 lures left. I have all 3. And before I go any further, I just want to show you guys the hat that Warriors Tackle Supply sent me. It is awesome. It is one of the coolest hats that I have, and I really appreciate that. All right, we're gonna try to put some fish on the other end of these lines. You ready, Dave?
I'm ready, man.
Let's go. We're gonna start off with the smallest one and see if we can't get on a fish this way. I know they're aggressive in here, so I'm just hoping that because they're so aggressive, we're gonna be able to get after them pretty quick. Already? No! Gosh, well, you knocked 2 of them out, so Dave's got 2 of them gone already, guys.
That thing ate it like right in my feet.
And I've got a scale right in the front of my bag, in the mesh pocket. Here, let me go get that scale for you, dude. All right, Dave's got a solid 2-pounder right here.
I don't think we'll go 2, maybe 1.
It is a little skinny, isn't it?
Yeah. That is a pale fish though, man.
They almost all look like that in here.
Pretty cool.
All right. Oh, sorry, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and zero this out real quick before we.
Let's see what we got, guys. This is definitely the biggest fish caught so far in the challenge.
1.97. 1.97.
All right.
There you go, dude. All right. Well, I gotta get my fish on, so we need to hurry up and make this happen because Dave is whooping us right now. You gonna catch another one before I catch one? All right, so I'm gonna fish fast. Try to hit a different part of the pond real quick because I'm gonna bring my lures with me. Dave's already got one, and I don't want to end up losing this challenge. All right, we're gonna move. We're not having any luck on this bad boy. I think we're gonna switch lures real quick to try to get our first fish. You know what? Let's use the crankbait right off the bat. Get something that we can cast out there a little further. See that big shadow area out there in the middle? Oh yeah, there we go, guys. Pulled it straight out of the water. Okay, we can knock this one off the list and we can move on to the next one. This bass is almost white. All right, let's grab these pliers and get this treble out of his mouth. We'll get this next lure over here. We'll see if we can't get one of those on that. Fish are cold, guys. It's that time of the year. All right, so we are done. We're done with the little crankbait, and then we are going to move on to, I think, that big red crawl, because I've thrown that swim bait around a bunch. Haven't had a fish, so pressure's on now, Dave. Whoa, almost fell in the water, guys. All right, here we go. Yeah, it was almost white. I know. Move on to the big red crankbait. This is the jointed crank. Warriors Tackle Supply Special. Oh, Dave caught the third one. All right, so we still got to catch a fish on each one. So how's that one look? All right, so there is no way that my fish that I caught was as big as Dave's first one, so I know I'm not winning that. But luckily today is not about who catches the fish first, it's about the biggest one. So we're gonna keep fishing, but he's knocked all the lures out on his side, so now I gotta knock mine out. If I don't complete the challenge, Dave automatically wins by default, so we have got to catch some fish on these. All right, here we go, guys. We're on it. It's a good one too. I might be able to get Dave with this one. Oh yeah. I think I got you, Dave. Yeah, come over. Ah. All right, let's get back to the scale. We'll get this back in the water pretty quick, but I think this is bigger than Dave. Got that one out. Open up, little guy. A big guy, actually.
Oh yeah.
There we go, guys. So that is fish number 2 for me. I've knocked 2 lures out. We're gonna get this one on the scale real quick because I've had it out of the water for a second. And I think
I still got you.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, I could have sworn that was gonna, so that's 1.57. Dave's was 1.997. I thought for sure that was it.
Yeah. I mean, they look about the same.
That's crazy. Yours had been eating rocks, I think.
Maybe I stuck a couple down there.
Is that what you did when I wasn't looking? Dave stuck some rocks in the other fish's mouth when I wasn't looking, but get this back in the water, and I got to get back on that quest to catch a bigger one, and I got to switch to the last lure, but get them back in there. There we go. Oh, Dave's got another one. Oh, do you need the scale? Yeah. All right, let's get the lure back in here. Dave needs the scale. Oh, he's got a decent one, guys.
He feels pretty chunky.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think he might be too, honestly.
Think so?
Yeah. It'll be close.
And 1.82, 1.82. I don't know if you guys can see that. So
right.
Dave still got himself beat.
Yeah. Not bad though.
All right,
Quality fish.
I'm gonna leave that here with you, I guess. All right, we switched ponds. The wind is blowing over here, but I'm really hoping that I can get a fish to bite in this pond. They don't like the other one. The other pond, they did not like this lure. I don't get it, man. This is a cool looking little swim bait, so I'm really hoping we can get something interested here. Oh, Dave's got one already. First cast. They are absolutely destroying that trout colored crankbait. Got one! Hey, you better bring that scale down here. There we go. Guys, finally caught one on this little guy. Whew. We put in the effort for that one, and we finally got a fish on this this small swim bait. Now I can switch up to that little crankbait, and we can try to catch some fish on that. I'm gonna get this on the scale because it's gonna be darn close to what Dave got at the other pond. I think this is gonna be maybe a pound and a half, but it's got a fat belly on it. So we'll see here in a second. Dave's got the scale.
Man, yeah, you got me beat.
I don't know.
I think so.
It's not that heavy, but look at the belly on it.
Yeah. No, you definitely got it.
Don't know. We're gonna see, man.
I'm nervous.
Dun, dun.
All right.
I'm gonna turn this way to get the wind off you guys. I'm gonna let Dave do the honors and weigh this in.
It's just rubbing it in my nose, guys. Oh no.
Oh no, it's 1.95. Dave had a 1.97, so he is still currently in the lead. All right, so look at that, guys, a 1.95. That is a good fish. We have never fished here before at all. I mean, it is just in the middle of a shopping center. If you guys haven't tried the shopping center ponds, you got to give it a shot, because there's fish in these things. They've been here for a while. They're established, and there are fish in these ponds. All right, guys, I'm gonna get it back in the water. There's not a whole lot of room to work here, so I am gonna have to give it a little bit of a toss. All right, so we've caught a fish on every lure at this point, so now it's just big bass wins. All right, I'm gonna load up. I want to be done with this spot. I'm gonna let Dave make a few more casts, and I think we're gonna move on. All right, we're not leaving, Dave. We're gonna go pick him up and go to the next spot. Hop in, dude. We're going to the next spot.
Let's go, bro.
All right, we are at spot number 3, and I have caught some fish out here before. This is a beautiful pond over here in Milton. Oh, I don't know what I just hit. Nice spot here, and hopefully we can catch a couple more fish today. This is a competition. I'm going over. Oh yeah. What? Heck yeah. Look at that, guys. Yeah, baby. I don't think it's 2 pounds though. We're gonna throw it on the scale here. We'll see what we got on this one, guys. Hey, we got to beat 1.97. I told Dave I'm thinking 1.65 on this one.
I'm gonna go 1.71.
1.71?
Just to be different, yeah. Oh, a little light.
Oh, we're both off. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're at a 1.45. Good fish though. and we've only been out here for about 5 minutes. The fish bite seems to be on today, dude.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere we go, we're catching fish. All right, let's get it back in the water, and we'll get back on some more fish maybe. There we go. All right, so we're back at the house, and Dave wins. Dave came through. He got a 1.97. I think I ended up with a 1.95 when we got to that shopping center pond, and I just couldn't win. There was nothing I could do. We pond hopped like crazy today and put in a lot of effort. So here's that.
Thank you.
Go ahead and open it up, bud.
All right. Oh no.
Sorry, I'm just kidding with you. All right, so I'm actually gonna cut these off one by one and let Dave have them. So here is the little swim bait, and then we've got the little Squarebill, which is the one I had the most confidence in. I actually caught a couple fish on that one today. And then lastly, we've got the jointed crank, I believe is what it's called.
Crank.
I liked this one, but Dave, catch some fish with those guys.
I will, definitely.
You better catch some fish with them.
Especially that shark fish.
Even that little one. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope by now you have subscribed to the channel, because we put a lot of effort into this video. But I appreciate you coming out, Dave.
Yeah, thanks for
I appreciate you taking my lures from me, and I'll catch you guys next time on Gripping and Ripping Fishing.
Flames and fire, I know